what I found out is that this isn't a news article. It's actually an advertisement for a company who likes to, well, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say scam people, but what I will say is that they mislead people. Okay. Turns out that these coins you can get from any bank. You know, these okay, they give you 50 coins, right? And according to coin collectors, the 50 coins are worth $50 because these are $1 coins. They're only worth $1. However, they're saying you know if you can get 50 free ones if you cover the $124 vault cost. Okay. Okay. And another thing is that. I mean, they got me good is that, you know, I'm thinking, hey, gold coins, you know, these are made out of gold. That's an incredible value. It turns out they're made of alloys, and there's no precious metal even in the coins. Okay? Another thing that they do, look at this. It's huge, right?
Yeah.
You ever notice that this is actually like a child's hand? They're having a child hold it so it looks so big.
Yeah.
You know? And then, you know...
That's so
and then,
it's so big.
and, you know, okay, so you know, I keep reading, you know, like all the, you know, people who are talking about it, and they say that, you know, these guys really, you know, they really get people.
Yeah.
You know, you think you're getting this great deal, but in all honesty, you know, you're paying more than what the stuff is worth. Okay. They even, you know, I read even that this this company has even done things where they'll say like, if you, we'll send you a free $2 bill, you know, mint, uncirculated, if you send us an envelope and some stamps in it. And one of the people who used to work for this company said that what they would do when they would get those is that they would fill the envelope with advertisements and use the stamps and then send it back to the person and not send the $2 bill. So these people are saying that they do all kinds of things, and it turns out, you know, it was just all lies. All lies. So I said, thank God, you know, thank God I didn't do this, because they were saying that, you know, once you you charge it on your credit card, sometimes they'll put it in a way that you end up being a subscriber, and then they charge monthly, or I'm not sure how often, or every so many months, and before you know it, people have spent like thousands of dollars getting stuff that's not worth that much, you know. So why did I tell you guys about this? Okay. Well, just as this magazine, which seemed so, well, there was an offer in it that just seemed too good to be true. Free gold coins, you know, like, hey, I hit the jackpot, you know. And at the time I was thinking, I wonder if everybody else knows about this. Maybe, you know, I'll be the one. I'll be the smart one in the family. You know? And it turns out that I was being lied to. You know, people were saying that people who buy these coins from this group are losing money because it's not worth $124. It's worth $50. The face value of the coin. Okay. Now. Okay. Now, not only are we being lied to, you know, in magazines like this, and not only about gold, but it makes you wonder, what else are we being lied to about in our everyday lives? Okay? And what I'm here to tell you is that, you know, everywhere around us, there's the TV shows, the radio shows, the magazine articles, the internet blogs, you know. We're constantly being fed with lies. You know, all around. You know, and thinking about that, you know, I remember maybe a year ago, there was this whole craze among the holy place about cinnamon, and saying, and I won't say who said it, but you know, they were saying, I was being, you know, recommended that, you know, take the cinnamon, you know, in a drink because it's supposed to help with your diabetes, you know, because of some research study that was done. I can't remember, it might have been 10 years ago or something. Well, in something I read, it said that there's been more recent research, and it says that, you know, the cinnamon is, you know, it's not going to do any harm to you, but for those of you thinking that it's going to help you with your diabetes, it's actually not going to do anything. You know, but you know, a year ago we're thinking, oh, this is going to help, you know, and it just kind of shows how all of us are so easy to give into the influence, you know, how we're searching for something that we want so badly, that someone who comes out and has this, you know, this good spiel, he's a salesman, and he says, oh, you can get this and you can get that and this is what's going to happen, you know, and he's making it all sound like it's perfect and everything that you need, that you should buy, and it turns out it's all false, okay? Now, going back to the TV shows, the radio shows, the magazine articles, and the internet, okay? What that stuff is doing to us today, it's desensitizing us to what is right, to what is decent, and to what is considered acceptable. Okay? What do I mean by desensitized? Okay. We used to have, well, we probably still have it, but we have a little figurine, a little action figure of Shrek. Okay? Who's this green ogre, you know, it's a comedy, it's a movie, okay. But anyway, once Cole was, you know, he was being fussy, so I said, oh, okay, let me go find a toy he hasn't seen before, and I saw the Shrek doll. So I said, oh, maybe he'll like Shrek. So I showed it to him, and right away he just went back, you know, he was scared. I'm like, look, Cole, it's Shrek, and I noticed every time I got close to it, he would, you know, get away, and then he'd like crawl away like that, you know. So I said, oh, he's scared of it. Oh, okay. So I found a good use for it, you know. Since obviously Cole was scared of it, okay, I put it in front of my stereo equipment, because Cole would always go sit there and push all the buttons. He once got his hand stuck in the VCR and he hurt his finger. And sometimes when you're, you know, you'll be watching a TV program, and right when it gets to the good part, boom, he'll either turn it off or he'll switch it to another channel, and you're like, oh, cool, you know. So we ended up putting the Shrek doll in front of the stereo equipment, right? Now, we you know, noticed Cole, you know, looking at the Shrek doll, and, you know, at first he would stay completely away from it. Then as time passed, like if this was the Shrek doll, he would, you know, come close, look at it, you know, and see if it does anything, and he'll get a little too close, and then he'll say, okay, that's it, you know. And as more time passed, he would come, and then he'd be like that, yeah. Touches it and walked away. Finally, you know, after all this observation, he realized that it's a doll. It's not harmless. It's not going to hurt him. It's not going to do anything. And then he, you know, would grab it. And then now he would play with it, you know, la, 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 you know. So what happened was Cole became desensitized by constant exposure to the Shrek doll. What was once scary to him is no longer scary, okay? So what am I saying about desensitization? Desensitization, you know, in TV, radio, magazine. Well, what we're being desensitized from is, well, you can read this everywhere. It's violence,